My soul tribe, hello, how are you? I'm not going to do a full soul tribe reading today. I started my morning finishing my pick a card from yesterday, and honestly, the pile that I did today, which is obviously pile 3, felt like a soul tribe reading, and I feel like a lot of my channeling came out in that pile. So if you chose another pile, you might want to check out pile 3. But I did want to come on and read a few oracle cards for you guys because I just can't stay away from you. I love you guys and I like connecting with you. I'm doing a few, I'm doing soul tribe reading. I'm already channeling. I'm doing, I just did a short energy check-in. It's just a very quick reading. I'm going to do a longer love reading, and I wanted to do a soul tribe check-in. So this is a soul tribe reading, but it's not going to be as long, and I'm just going to use one deck, and it's this one. It's one of my favorite decks. It's called Wisdom of the Oracle, and it was one of the the first 5 decks I got. It was one of those. I intuitively picked it like I pick all my decks. I went into the store, there were 100 decks there. I was like, I feel called to that one. I walked around the store with it for a while, decided I was going to leave with it. I paid, of course. I didn't steal it. Anyway, I wanted to come on and do a soul tribe reading, but we're just going to use oracles, just this deck. I'm going to see if I can do it. Because after my pick a card, I also did a counterpart reading for my Patreon, which then took some of my soul tribe energy away. And then I walked on my treadmill. I've done it 3 days in a row. I'm so proud of myself. So we have here and now, and it feels like perhaps you're stuck, or you feel like you're in between the past and the future. You're not quite sure where you are. I kind of see this card, I'll read it, but I kind of see this card as you being in the middle of your transformation into your higher self. There's old you. New you is over here, and you're just kind of right here finding your way, It's 32, so you could be going through a lot of change right now. 5. You could be really trying to embody that Empress energy and not chase the future and just let it come to you. High Priestess, listening to your intuition. So I'm going to read this. And there's different meanings in this book, so I'm going to read a couple of them. Being fully present in the moment, living one day at a time. My alcoholics out there, one day at a time. Maybe you're taking life one day at a time, maybe you do feel like you're waiting for something. You do feel like you're waiting for communication or for something to happen or your life to change, and Spirit's saying, live in the present, One day at a time. You can't control tomorrow. Just work on today, I'm going to read the oracle message and the relationship message and the prosperity message and the protection message. It's on page 120, so Hanged Man energy. That's what I mean. I feel like right now you're in Hanged Man energy, learning to surrender, to control. Trying to figure out when Spirit's going to let you down from Hanged Man energy. When are they going to untie your feet? Oh my gosh, I see a bat, not in reality. I've been watching Survivor, and they show a lot of bats on that, in their more, they're more artistic shots or whatever. They show the bats, and yesterday in the episode I was watching, there was 2 bats who were in Hanged Man energy together, not together, but they were hanging side by side. And when a bat is like that, they actually have their wings completely covering them. And these 2 bats were touching each other, and they started so maybe you and someone else aren't quite ready to be together. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I already lost the page. 32, 120. Everything happens in the now, in the present. Only this moment counts. Only this moment right here counts. Only this one. No, I'm just kidding. It's saying, though, not to take, today. All that matters is today. Live in the present moment. You'll have better moments than sitting around with me, I promise. You have what it takes to handle anything today if you let go of the need to look into the future or reflect on the past. Be present and notice what is going on right now. This very moment has the potential for you to create miracles in your life. So it's about focusing on the now, you know. Somebody left a comment that, I'm tired of waiting. I'm so overwhelmed. Where's my person? I'm waiting. It's like, that's why they're not coming in, because you're waiting. You need to focus on the here and now. You need to focus on what you can focus on today, not on if that person is going to, not when that person is going to contact you, not what comes tomorrow, not what comes a year from now. If you feel like you're waiting and you're stagnant, it means you have to do something, okay? Relationship. It's easy to yearn for a love affair or friendship you may not have right now. One that is more romantic, more fun, more reliable, more passionate. The good old days are gone and the new day has dawned. Let your heart trust that you have everything you need right now, whether you have the relationship you desire or not. Remember, 9 of Pentacles. When you enter the flow of abundance, 9 of Pentacles, it's because you know everything you need is within you. You know, I'm not saying that people can't have love. That's not what I'm saying. But it's true. Everything you need is within you. You can be your own companion. Yeah, that may suck for some people. Anyway. Let your heart trust that you have everything you need right now, whether you... I already read that. Tomorrow is beyond your reach. Yesterday cannot return. The now is all that is available to you. Stay present and aware in this moment as you cherish and approve of your beautiful self. Spirit is madly in love with you right now. Did you know that? Tune into Spirit to feel the joy and the love here and now. And I've been where those people are. Like, I used to see this card and I'd be like, tune into the love of Spirit. What a bunch of crap. And now I get it. Okay? You're not alone. You have yourself. You have your spirit guides. It's normal to want companionship, of course. But you don't need it. You know, you don't need it to fulfill you. And if you do need it to fulfill you, it means you're missing love for yourself. What you are working on is golden, and your efforts will leave a powerful legacy. Focus not on meeting a goal in the far-off future, but creating your dream now, releasing your desire for an outcome, and owning that it already exists. It will appear in the material world as if by magic. Claim your prosperity now. The essence is more important than the form. When you are immersed in prosperous thoughts, you automatically tune in to a sense of timelessness and unlimited potential. You can act as if, in spite of the temporary outer conditions. You are prosperous at this moment. What you think now becomes your reality. Stay present. Remember, negative thinking manifests into reality too. You know, I used to be that person. If I expect the worst, then I'll be prepared for anything. And guess what I always got? The worst. Protection message. This won't resonate with everyone. The protection message you read when it comes out in reverse. But I'm going to read it just in case somebody needs to hear it. Whenever you find your mind drifting into the past, wondering if things could have or should have been better, or whenever you find yourself longing for the good old days, you leak power. The same is true of looking too far ahead and hoping the future will provide you with certainty. Driven by ambition, you might wander too long in a place with no substance and forget that you are here today. The past and the future are illusions. Whenever you leave the present moment, you're disconnecting from your inherent power to manifest your reality with true substance. The substance card came out in pile 3 today. Neither past nor future can give you what you need. Now is all that counts. Come back from those eternities and be here now. All will be well and miracles will appear as if by magic in the perfect timing of Spirit. So, 10 minutes for one card. We're going to keep going. It's such a weird weather day here today. It started off sunny. We've only had one sunny day in a week. It started off sunny. Shout out to that person who told me they live in Bedford, which is like super close to me. That's crazy. But today it started off sunny, and then it rained, and then it was hailing, and I think it might be hailing again, and it's supposed to snow and then rain again. No bottom of the deck. Let's get another card for my soul tribe. My soul tribe, who I love so much. Interesting. I'll get to it. We have Breathe, 29. 11, High Priestess energy, listening to your intuition. 9, your higher self, evolving into your higher self. Anyway, I'll get to the other cards in a minute. 29, 29, 20, 20, 29. Maybe you're 29. What's that like? I should know. I used to be 29. My birthday's coming and I'm going to be 40. The year of the Emperor. Patience, waiting, going slowly, wellness, meditation, trust. So let's read them. Patience in all things is called for right now, and it's on page 109, which is your manifestations are coming even though you don't feel like it, because you are attracting them in. 9 of Pentacles, you are abundant. What do you need to do when you're in a rush? Slow down, of course. Meditate and trust. Breathe and repeat. Humans cannot exist without drawing breath. Now is the time to allow the life-giving element of air to replenish your body, your being, and your very essence. Stop to smell the roses, breathe in the sunlight, and release the darkness, and miracles will appear. You got 2 cards talking about miracles appearing. Poof, here I am. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Relationship message. Don't be in too much of a hurry right now. The heart needs time to open. Take a breath, and this is on page 110, which is 11. Take a breath, or 2, I guess. Take a breath and let nature take its course. Release constriction and anxiety, for there is no need for tension. Savor the moment, and the waiting won't prove difficult. Your heart knows what the ego often resists learning. Yes! Patience pays off in deep and meaningful ways. And the prosperity message. You have worked long and hard, your dreams are coming to fruition, and you want to hurry things along. Remember, High Priestess and 9 of Pentacles, you've worked hard, you're feeling great, and now you're like, where the heck is my abundance? Where the heck are my miracles? You are the slow one, moving languidly. Word fairy, help. My word fairy is in my Patreon, and I love that. Yet still progressing. You are the slow one, moving, whatever this word is, languidly. It's probably a really simple word. But listen, it's split. There's a hyphen. It says LAN, and then it goes to the next line. And as a dyslexic person, I have a really hard time joining those words together and making them make sense in my brain, even if it's a word that I know. Anyway, yet still progressing. So you're moving slowly, but still progressing right now in the rhythm dictated by your authentic nature, the essence of your dream, and the will of the universe. Slow and steady wins the race, my little turtle. You will indeed win if you relax, stay the course, trust your intuition, and breathe. I'm hearing that song, Breathe, Just Breathe, 2 a.m. Just breathe. You know the song I mean? Anyway. Protection message. Inertia, am I saying that right? Laziness and apathy are signs not of slowing down, but of decay and lifelessness. Isn't that interesting? Because I was talking about it in a Soul Tribe reading the other day, that I used to be quite lazy, wanted to sleep all day, You know, hi bestie. Maybe you're a bookkeeper. My bestie is texting me about a bookkeeper. And I just felt like I had no life in me. And that's a sign of decay and lifelessness, you know, when you feel too lazy to do anything, when you're sleeping all the time. It says, wake up and do something to shake this off. Go outside for some air. A walk in nature will remind you that all of life is magical. Get some exercise, move out of your head and into your body, and breathe in deeply. Each breath is precious. And it's on page 111. Now, I need to talk about the other stuff that's going down in this reading, because these two cards came out together. We've got mending and we've got building blocks. And that is very symbolic of two people mending things or trying to mend things and building a foundation. I'm going to read all the meanings of these cards, so we'll get them. But I mean, that's what we've been channeling for a while here. You know, and I see you guys telling me that people from your past are coming back, old friends, family members. So let's look at, I want to look at mending first, because, yeah, it's the final book and the final card in this deck, which I always say there's something magical about the last card in a deck. There's a sense of completion with it, in my opinion. In like every deck I have, the last card is usually, you know, quite magical. When you think of in tarot, the last card in the major arcana is the World card, which is completion, things closing up, things completing themselves, fulfillment. 7, Chariot energy. Forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. And I'm going to read you all of them. Each time we are hurt and allow the hurt to pass through us without understanding and integration, we accumulate an unwanted burden. This keeps us chained to the very things we need to heal. The pain, the memories, the echoes of resentments, and the arguments that we rehearse over and over again. Now is the time for mending rifts, healing wounds, and letting go of the old hurts in order to reclaim your power. Now is the time to forgive, to release, to make peace, and to make amends with others. Set yourself free. So even if you can't talk to your person or this person or your parent or your old friend, it's important for you to make amends with them in your heart and release it. And if it's meant to be, it'll come back. Relationship message. You've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you're to move forward. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of a hurt that is impacting everything you do, even if you're not aware of it. The energy needs to clear, but what must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. And that's what I used to do, right? If I had a disagreement with someone, I would just close off my heart and keep moving. And I'm talking about friends, actually, friends specifically. I still have a friend that I think about, but I've released them. Maybe they'll come back someday, maybe not. Anyway. Closing your heart isn't the answer. Running away isn't the answer, is what I'm hearing. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and an honest redress. And prosperity message. Everyone makes mistakes, especially when you want something very badly. You may come to realize that in chasing after a pretty shiny thing, you lost sight of a long-term sustainable prosperity. Sometimes you make choices that look good at first, but ultimately lead to loss or failure. It's time to forgive yourself and others. Don't blame anyone else. You get to start again, wiser and more mature. The journey to true abundance can be bumpy. Yes, it can. Make amends to anyone you may have hurt along the way, especially yourself. I'm just going to go to another part because it's going to cut me off. And I've learned my lesson. I've learned my lesson. One of them. Let go and learn from this. You are now much closer to achieving the kind of prosperity that really fulfills you. Nothing is ever lost or wasted when you view it from this perspective. Protection message. Heartbreak is a strange healer of souls. Our grief strips away our masks and loosens our tight hold on our separateness, where we view ourselves as I and the world as it. Loss allows us to see ourselves as part of a larger scheme, opening us up to sympathy, empathy, and dependence on others in the moment when we can't hold ourselves together. And it leads us to become one with the greater whole again. Pain and suffering is a part of life, and none of us will be immune to it. Can you view this loss, this pain, this dissonance, as a way back to source? Let your sorrow break your heart wide open. You will never be left behind. You are loved now more than ever by Spirit, who does not want you to feel alone. One day you will look back and know this truth, and I'm telling you, you will, just like I am. So for some of you, it feels like you're repairing a foundation with someone. I'm not gonna mending a foundation. And 28. 28. Strong foundations, a beautiful work in progress. That's you, my friend, a beautiful work in progress. It's on page 105, which equals 6. Lovers! You have everything you need to cultivate an extraordinary life. This is the time when your focus needs to be on the foundations you build upon. Your work, your relationships, and your very being are underwritten by your values, ethics, morals, and core beliefs. Are they still true for you? Will they stand the test of time and serve as the solid grounding upon which you construct your life? Now you are making changes that will affect everything in a positive way. Your destiny is truly a remarkable and beautiful design. Relationship message. When you see this card, know that you are attracting new relationships. Do you know what's the most annoying thing ever to me as an autistic person? When I get a cat hair or something stuck in my eyelashes and it's dragging on your eyeball, that's the worst thing ever. Not that that's what was going on, but I just felt the need to share. What bothers you? When you see this card, know that you are attracting new relationships into your life and solidifying the ones you already have by building them on foundations of honesty, humility, clear communication, and a genuine desire to know one another. You are moving towards laying the groundwork for a relationship with the firm footing that will ensure it can withstand any storm. Long-standing relationships are also repaired and strengthened. You and the other person are stronger, wiser, and more powerful together than apart. Prosperity message. You have everything you need to turn iron into gold in the alchemical process of creating the prosperous life you desire. Now is the time to build on the strong foundation you have already laid for your prosperity. Keep in mind that these building blocks are imbued with the sparkling energy of your intentions. Own your dream, and remember that you always have more than enough, and you always are more than enough. Balance that masculine energy, my friends. You are enough. You have worth, You deserve to go after the things you want. So abundance is ever present. Your creativity is divinely inspired, and the design for your life is taking shape in service to the world. You are meant for success. And protection message. Now is the time to address the cracks in the foundations of your life. Perhaps your values have changed, and it's time to strengthen your convictions and let go of the things that no longer serve the vision you have for your own life. Or perhaps you chose to ignore the signs that a situation or agreement you have entered into is not right for you. Remove the rotten pieces and reinforce your core moral strength and integrity. Now is the time for rigorous honesty, as you are called to renovate and upgrade your consciousness. You will be so happy when you do. Spirit has a spectacular blueprint for your life far beyond your imagination. Don't be afraid to replace what's not solid. That's a protection message. So if it came out in reverse, so if you're someone who resonates with that, you know, maybe you're in an unhappy job or an unhappy relationship or an unhappy marriage, you know, take it as it resonates. Let's get another one for my soul tribe people. Okay. That was pretty clear. One card flipped and that one wanted to come out, so I'm taking it. Yin. Feminine energy. Divine feminine energy, my friends. I have an itch. The feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information, and taking in cues, the art of conscious allowing. This is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you, poised to receive the bounty that will be made available to you. It implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shaped, not the shaper, and you will see how quickly your dreams manifest. And I have to tell you, my counterparties, that this is on page 4, which is Emperor energy, and 5, which is Hierophant energy, so that could be symbolic to you. Relationship message. Let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly surprised. We're going to keep going. Prosperity message. This is a time when the most effective action is to allow others to show you the way forward. Observe their behavior and follow their lead. Your desire to push through must take a back seat for now. Collaborate and offer your ideas rather than dictating what must happen. Let others come to you. It is important that they feel they have the power now. Another meaning is about releasing your need to have things in the form you want. How do you want to feel basking in your success? Now allow the universe to show you the form. Yin is the sign of essence. Things may go more smoothly than you expect. And I'm going to read the protection message because I think we all need to hear these protection messages. Do you have trouble receiving? Guilty. You stop the flow of abundance when you continually insist upon being the giver. Guilty. You can't always lead, always give, always teach. You must be the student, the open vessel, the one who receives the gift, gesture, or offer in equal measure. Open up and let love, life, abundance, and spirit fill you, without demand or expectation. Just receive the bounty that is yours. Now that I've read that, this 34 has been on the bottom of the deck, that's upside down, staring at me. So I feel like I need to look at what it is, because I've seen it several times. It's number 34, of course. And I said, I've been seeing crazy combinations of 34. Anyway, 34, I just opened up to it without realizing it. Receiving help, delegating authority, interdependence. Okay, so I'm gonna read this to you, because it is, 34 Chariot energy. We see the little baby polar bear climbing up onto the back of the other one. You've come to a point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you. I'm actually just going to go. I've learned my lesson. I'm going to go to the next part because I know it's going to cut me off. So this is the oracle message. So take it as it resonates. We have, like I said, we have oracle, relationship, and prosperity messages. You've come to a point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with, who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all areas of your life when you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork, and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time. So maybe, you know, in the near future, Spirit's aligning you with people who can help you on your own journey. Me, Spirit aligned you with me, and I am forever grateful to Spirit for that. Relationship message. Relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It's important to recognize that you need others just as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you, just as you are there for them. This is a time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs, and to ask for them to be fulfilled. Trust, you will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind, though. Ask and it is given. So for some of you, you may be, you know, building a foundation with someone where you need to talk about your expectations, you know, what you want from the relationship, what you can give the relationship. Prosperity message. Now is the perfect time to seek advice from a mentor. Yay, you're already ahead of the game. Or business advisor who has been where you want to go to help you get there too. If you do, you will receive very good counsel that will aid in your prosperity. It may also be the case that your endeavors have grown and you are in a position where you can't just do it all yourself anymore. Time to bring on those who can give you a leg up. Trust that help is available and it will indeed appear. Delegate authority to others so that you can take steps towards your big dream. The perfect people will arrive at the perfect time so long as you step forward with just a mustard seed of faith. What does that mean? As an autistic person, I do not like expressions, they just go right over my head, you know? Or I think of them very literally. I can't think of one right now. Is it no skin off my nose? Is that one? What does that mean? Because I automatically, or no skin off my back, what does that mean? I automatically see stuff that I don't want to be seeing. Are you always, this protection message, are you always insisting on doing everything yourself? I feel so called out right now. I was a photographer for a very long time, and I could have hired someone to help me edit, but every time I tried to, they just didn't do a good enough job, and I became like, I have problems letting people help me, I'll admit it. I do. I was one of those people who would say, if I prepare for the worst, I'll always be prepared. And I was also the person, I might as well just do it myself so it's done right. Anyway, I'm learning how to ask for help. Oh my gosh, it says, have a little faith. Remember, I heard that song the other day and I posted it, have a little faith in me. And somebody was like, I just watched that movie last night. Anyway. Do you have little faith that help will come, convinced that the burden of the world is doomed to remain upon your shoulders? Your beliefs about going it alone need to be discarded, as they do not serve you at all. Let others help you. Yes, it will make you feel vulnerable to admit you need a helping hand, but to be vulnerable is good, for you have a lesson to learn. Not another lesson. No, I'm just kidding. You must let someone else assist. You can't do life all by yourself. Once you shift your expectations, you'll be amazed by how quickly help arrives to give you a leg up. So very interesting. I think I've talked about it in my soul tribe readings before. I've definitely talked about it on my Patreon. I hit a point in my life where I felt like I needed help and I needed support. And I was used to doing everything by myself. And so I had a very heartfelt conversation with my mother and my sister about how I needed more help. And my goodness, did they get angry at me. And that was, that was it for me and my family. I still talk to my sister. It's not the connection that I would like. I would like it to be more fulfilling, but I'm not going to go down that road right now. We're just two very different people. But like when I asked my family for help, I was working a full-time job. I had 2 sets of twins, and I was like not in a good emotional place. I thought I had OCD, and I was being medicated with the wrong thing. I was being medicated for OCD when I wasn't OCD. So I was not in a good headspace. And yeah, I asked, I'm I'm not trying to scare them, Spirit. I just heard, don't scare them. But, you know, I came to a point in my life where I needed to ask people for help. And when I asked them for help, unfortunately, I was asking people that couldn't help me and didn't have the emotional maturity or stability to help me. So just keep that in mind, you know. Keep that in mind when you're asking someone for help. And because of that, I developed a wound about asking people for help, because then when I asked someone for help, I lost my family. So it was like, then for years I was like, oh, I can't ask anybody for help now, like, because that was my family. Like, what if I ask a stranger for help? What are they going to do to me? Like, my family disowned me. I laugh. I'm fine. I don't know why I'm sharing this with you. It's soul tribe reading. Maybe you had a situation in the past where you asked someone for help and you were met. I feel like crying right now. You were met with that type of attitude, and maybe it created a wound in you where you couldn't ask others for help, where you stopped being able to be vulnerable with other people. So, you know, I'm not saying that that will happen to you if you ask people for help. That's not what I'm saying. I just felt the need to share that with you for some reason, because you're my people. You're my besties. You're my best friends. So maybe you have a similar wound about asking for help. You know, maybe as a kid you asked your parents for help and they were like, you feel entitled to something from me? How dare you? Anyway. Do we want to get just one more? No, I want to get a different deck. I told you I wasn't going to, but I am. I'm just going to get this moon deck because we have these eclipses happening and I want to see, for those of you where I was talking about picking, I pick right there on my ear, like right the outside. Terrible. Not terrible. It's the way I stim, but I would like to reduce it for sure. I didn't even draw a card. What am I doing? Let's cut the deck and shuffle. My friends. We have Know You Were Loved. Oh. New Moon in Libra. Know you are loved. I love that for you. Because some of these cards we're talking about, you are loved, even if you feel alone. You're loved by spirit. You're loved by your higher self, even if you have no one, you know. I love you. I do. I think about you guys. Oh my gosh, I had my dream last night. I was going to say I think about you guys before I go to sleep and I send you peace and love. And yesterday I had that fucking nightmare where I was trying to leave somewhere and the people who I knew in the room refused to help me, but I had these strangers who were trying to help me. So anyway, you are loved, okay? Just know that on days where you feel alone, just remember your higher self loves you, spirit loves you, the universe loves you, your pets love you, I love you. Where's my freaking Kleenex? I don't know. I hid it from myself. I don't know where it is. New moon. I'm going to do an eclipse reading. I am. You are loved. It's on page 40. Interesting. Sorry, I don't have a Kleenex. I'm just going to snot all over myself. I almost said slobber, but I'm not a dog. Next card. It was 3, 2, 1 as we were pulling this card. 3, 2, 1, take off. Something is going to happen. There is a new or renewed love energy around you, be it familial. Hang on. I needed a Kleenex and I'm like, oh, I don't have Kleenex. There's Kleenex right behind me. Anyway. Be it familial, platonic, romantic, or otherwise, whether you're single or attached, a new personal or professional relationship cycle is starting for you. Open your heart and be loving. The trick is to get involved with people you like or even love. be that on a personal or platonic level. If you want a new friend, you're on the right track. Yay! For a work or money question, a new start is highly likely. In love, the sky is the limit now if you react with love. So there's that message of someone wanting to mend something with you, but you needing to react from a place of love, not a place of ego, not a place of defensiveness, you know? Anyway, let's get one more. No, let's not get one more. Let's get a couple of these. We'll see what comes out. I'm going to shuffle them and just see what comes out. I need to charge my phone. All right, my friends. Oh my gosh, look, we have the swans on the bottom and the anchor. Achieving your goals, stability and hope. Grounding yourself. And we've got love, swans. Heart, love, romance, happiness, lover, feelings, emotion, optimism, heart, affairs, joy of life, passion. You are my passion for life. Anyway, let's see what my soul tribees need to hear. My soul tribe peeps. We have compass. Direction, clues, setting goals, pay attention, signs and symbols. You must be getting a lot of signs and synchronicities, my friend. Like crazy ones that are just too pushy to ignore, you know? It's like, okay, spirit, I get it. Like you're seeing a lot of them, I think. Are you still waking up in the middle of the night? I am. We have somebody coming towards you who may identify as a male or a divine masculine. It says male, friend, yang, male influence, male characteristics. And look, we have the kiss. Well, look at that then. You have love coming towards you. Remember that card said whether it's friendship, familial, blah, maybe it's a father figure. But that's not friend love. That's not family love. That's love, you know? And so perhaps you are reconnecting with someone or you're meeting someone new. Beautiful. I love when my soul tribe readings, you know, when I know that my soul tribe people are going to be receiving love. I love that. We have 45. Twin flame. Higher love, soul connection, other you, other half, ultimate mirror, unconditional love, telepathy, energetic connection, 1111717. That's interesting. I've been seeing 711 like crazy. So 7s and 1s, 717. 717. July 17th. Interesting. Let's get one more for you. We have the sun, the yes card. Optimism, fortune, yes, intuition, luck, blessing, courage, self-confidence, ego, insight, opportunities, positive outcome, masculine energy. What did I say about getting your masculine energy in check? Maybe you have two. For some of you, you could have options. Like there's two gentlemen here. It doesn't have to be male. Could be male counterpart, which can sometimes be a female. It just depends on which one you are in that dynamic, you know? I know lots of male counterparts who are the divine feminine, and they are comfortable enough to admit it, you know? But we have two masculine figures here, so keep that in mind. There could be like an old friend returning. You could have old love, new love. It is Mercury in retrograde. Could be love and your father. Take it as it resonates. There's two masculines here. Maybe you're two masculines. And yeah, star on the bottom. Wish fulfillment, good omen, success, purpose, new beginning, ideals, dreams, progress, hope, spirituality, optimism, soul connection, universe. So there you go, my friends. That was your soul tribe reading. I hope you are doing well. I hope that this finds you well. And I'm sending you, that card doesn't belong in that deck. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon, my friends. Have a wonderful day. Drink some water, feed yourself, eat something, have a nap if you will, or if you need to. Be gentle to yourself, okay? And I'm sending you lots of love. You're amazing, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.